Hello, my friends. How are you? You are welcome. I was reading a book, and the book is called Tales Out of Africa, and it was written by John Agri some many years ago. And in this story, he was talking about the heart of an eagle. In this story, an eaglet was on the test for flight. You know, eagles take their eaglets out of the nest for a flight test, and they throw them down from the skies, high in the skies, and then when they're about to fall down, the mother eagle will come and pick the eaglet, and the eaglet will not fall down. But this time it took its eaglet and threw it down. Before it came to pick it, a storm came, a very strong storm came, and then the eaglet fell down on the ground. So the mother wasn't able to pick. As you know, eagles soar on the storm. So this eaglet was picked by a farmer, and the farmer raised it as a chicken farmer raised it as a chicken on his farm. So when it was down on his farm, it was eating like chicken. It grew big. You know, eagles are bigger than chicken, but it kept on eating like chicken, enjoying the scraps, maybe or pellet or corn, like chicken. So one time, a friend came to visit this farmer, and he saw an eagle. He said, "This an eagle eating like chicken." He said, "Yeah, I know it's an eagle." So the beak and everything, it was everything that shows it's an eagle was there. But this farmer said, "Yes, I've raised it as chicken, and it can't eat chicken. It's eating chicken's feed." So this guy said, "Give me a chance. I can make this eagle fly." He said, "You try. However much you try, it will not fly." So he took it up on the house. He climbed on the rooftop, and it shook it, vibrated it, and threw it. Actually, he didn't even throw it. He threw it high so that it can jump. This bird just went down on the ground, and then ran back to the chicken and started eating the corn. And the farmer said, "I told you it can't fly. It's a chicken. It has its head, its brains function like chicken." This guy said, "Inside it has a heart of an eagle." So he kept on trying several days, and this thing was not flying. It wasn't going up like it could go down, and also it tries to scratch the ground like chicken. And it has claws, and its claws, are designed as sharp, they're designed to hold prey, but it was just chicken, doing chicken's business only. So he threw it again. One time he took it at a mountain. He climbed up on the mountain with it, and it was early in the morning. The sun was rising. When he took it up, this story it's written from South Africa. This story happened in South Africa. So this guy, directed it in the east where the sun was coming from, and it struck its eyes. Eagles have. They're written. They're not like chickens or us. They're different. So it brought out that protective one against the sunrise, and it screamed like eagle. This time it didn't scream like chicken. It used to scream like chicken, and then it shook itself. It vibrated, and then it flew up by itself because of that shock. That sun, those rays that hit its eyes. It had never happened. So it went up and it flew, and the guy came back alone and told the farmer it has gone. The farmer said, he wondered. He was surprised. So the following morning, this eagle came to visit the farm. All the chicken flee and hid in their cages. Because why? They knew whatever was coming was not chicken. It's an eagle that's going to eat them. Yeah, that's how this eagle changed. Even us, we are there. So many of you are there watching this video, enjoying the stories. being told to you in the places you are in. But we are designed to blossom, and this farm is keeping you in a cage. Yes, there are some people who are trying to help you, but they're not helping you to go away from them. They're just raising you as chicken. They're just putting you in places where they can monitor you, where they can limit your progress, where they can limit your potentials. You are not being helped to rise up as a king, to rise up as a head. They're keeping you to stay down as a tail all the time. You are doing some job, or you're on a certain workplace. You are being raised as this chicken. Whatever you're doing, it's not going beyond. Also, you're not reaching your potential. You can't break off the chains. You are all the time in debt, all the time you're working hard, but you're not progressing. That's chicken's feed. And also another person, you are there, you are busy in your marriage, you are committing adultery. Adultery is chicken's food, it's chicken's feed. You are being chicken. Politicians, all that is chicken's food. You're stealing instead of paying people their right amount. You're stealing their salary. You're cheating your husband, on your wife. You're sleeping around. All those small things you're doing, they're not taking you anywhere. You feel like there are big opportunities coming, but you never reach them. You are like, let me sleep with this guy to get this job. Let me do this, but you know very well you don't qualify. Anytime you're going to be put off. So that's all chicken food. You're doing what you're not supposed to do. You're not mounting up. You're trying to be in ministry. Even the things that we see around, the system, the education system, they are all designed to keep us back. We are lagging behind. Everything that the whites left in Africa, it was designed to keep us in a cage, to keep us just below. We are not going to raise up. Those studies that have been removed out of the education, they have been removed to keep us in a cage. I hear these days children don't learn about Idi Amin. I hear these days people don't read about those rebellions. First they used to teach us, but these days they are putting them off. Some people, you are there, you are abroad, you're in Europe, you're in Asia, you are in France, but you're not doing good. Even the people you left behind in Africa, they're way off better than you. Why? You shouldn't be there. There are many places you are in and you shouldn't be there. You are suffering for nothing. You're in Dubai. You are in Qatar suffering. Come back home. You come back home. This way you are designed to be an ego. Some of you are not thinking beyond your political parties. You are in your political parties, whatever, they are keeping you back. My friend, this story of an ego, it was a story to change your heart. Inside you have a big heart than what you're doing now. May God raise situations that will break you off those chains. May God bring circumstances that will take you off. May God bring someone who will redeem you. Some of you are watching this video. It's the video that has to move your heart to your destiny. I move so much in places. Crowds come. Yesterday I was even cutting hair somewhere in a community, in the ghettos. And I watched these people. I started thinking, I'm scared of what I'm going to tell you. But I feel like cult is too big now. It's rising. We didn't address it on time. And a lot of people are being held. Chibwetele, you remember the story of Chibwetele? A guy who burnt people in Uganda. People died that he was taking them to heaven. Those things are coming back very soon. When we call people to cut hair, people come in big crowds and you see they're helpless. If I'm a wrong guy, I would tell them anything that I want. It's very easy to lead a mob in Uganda. People are desperate. And that's how people are going to manipulate them. People are stealing from them. Out of this Pentecostal thing, it's just keeping people backwards. By the way, most of the things that whites brought, they just brought them to keep us in the system. Religion can be an assassin. People don't think for themselves. People are doing bad. I remain your friend, Dr. Yazama Damas. send me a message on +256 782 050270. I have properties for sale. We have chicken for sale, local chicken, very good. May God change your heart today. Try to take yourself in places that can make you grow. I used to visit the airport, and whenever I reach there, I always escort friends and pick friends, and then I say, I'm going to move. I'm going to, I'll fly from this airport to another airport, and I've seen God do miracles. I always took myself in nice places, nice hotels, and I said I'll come back here and I'll buy food, and I've seen it happen. The things I've not yet got now, but I now do them. I use public transport, borders, taxis, but I know I'm going to get, and I'm sure I think I'm going to buy a hybrid car. I told you a story about what happened to my first car of my youth, and I've never bought a car again, but I now buy a car. Talk, proclaim good things upon your life. Declare a blessing. Touch your head. Declare a blessing. Call customers. Your phone will be busy. You are the head, not the tail. You will blossom. God is with you. I remain your friend, Dr. Azama Damas. Subscribe, like, share. Share this message so that it can transform your life. Someone is there. He's there, so wondering. This message may be this thing he needs to listen to. Have a blessed day.